Hello, everyone. So, my name is Rakesh Yuvraj. So, I'm in this industry of 3D printing last 8 years. So, I have nearly 13 years experience in design, and I have worked in several projects of multiple prestigious projects. For example, I have started working in Vande Bharat train. I have worked on ISRO rover for Chandrayaan Pragyan 2. And then 1 year nearly, I was working into additive manufacturing, weapons and tacticals with Indian Army in Himachal. Then I have a biomedical experience of the spine and then the corneal brain implants. So nearly I have around 6 years of additive manufacturing core experience. So overall 8 years. So these are all my short intro. Today we will see about what is additive manufacturing and how it is just impacting in our day-to-day life and what are all the things we can able to do. We will start one by one. Okay. Okay. Is that my screen is visible?
Yes, Rakesh.
Okay. So today we are going to see about in 3D printing is that everything is possible. This is what my question. We can able to do anything. You have any idea? If you have any idea, like yes, we can able to do, or no, we can't able to do. It is like yes or no. If you have a idea, can you just type yes or no in the chat box? Rakshesh Singh, yes. Oh, that is a very good answer. Thank you so much for replying me. So now we will see the slide. The answer is yes. Technology webinar by using 3D printing in additive manufacturing. Everything is possible by using 3D printing. Everything. Your day-to-day life, seeing things, feeling things. Many things are possible. So now I'm going to show you some of the slides of industrial and application. So which is using all the sites. Okay. End of this slide. Again, I will ask you the same question. It is possible or not? You give me your answer. Okay. Before going to 3D printing, I want to clear you something. What is 3D printing and why 3D printing? In 3D printing, you can able to save nearly 90 percentage of the material. We have traditional manufacturing. It is a very old technology. In that technology, you need to cut your all your material and then you will scoop it out like a ice cream, scooping the ice cream. So you will remove your material, and then you will do. So you will waste, not a waste, I will say the material will go to the scrap. You can use it, reuse it, but 90 percentage the material need to be removed. But in additive manufacturing, you can save up to the material 85 percentage to 90 percentage. For example, if you want to print a 500 gram of a product, you can give around like maximum of 550 gram of a material. So your wastage of the material is only 50 gram for 500. Okay. I will show you the slide so you can able to understand what is 3D printing. Okay. Additive manufacturing applications, 3D printing innovations. In screen, you are seeing three printers. We call it as a printers. The first one you are seeing here, right? This is called FDM printer. So in school, in college, for hobby, home, you can buy it and you can use it. This is like very, very, very low budget and budget friendly. Anyone can buy and use it. And second printer, the orange color, which is used for the mostly in jewelry and the dental industry. And this is the third printer. We call it as a SLS, selective laser sintering. So this third printer is a very industrial printer. You can create any product for a direct use of end product. So these are the common three technologies in this entire world we are using. This is very, very popular. This three technology used by in entire world. Same technology. Okay. First one, the FDM printer. It is a solid based. Solid base means nothing. We will use a material like a wire. Wire will melt and then it will print. The orange color printer, this is a second printer. This will work with the liquid system. Liquid means resin. So resin is the material we will use to print it. And third technology, this big machine, which is using the powder based system. So these are all the three technology using three different material, solid, liquid, and powder. This is your first material of 3D printing. We call it as FDM. So this is like most affordable price, and for all the prototype, we can able to use it. So this is the machine printing a part. This is how this machine will work. And very fast and also very user friendly machine. We can use it. You can, many people see this thing in your school, college, or else in friend's office or in movie. This is a more popular machine. And second printer, we call it as a SLA. This printer for used in mostly jewelry and the dental. So bottom you're seeing here, right? The light and then the blue color liquid. So this is a resin. And third technology, here we are seeing is metal. We call it as a DMLS, direct printing thing. So can you see that directly the laser is printing? We don't have to add any of the extra material or extra process, nothing. Just put your material, laser will work and it will melt your material. This is your fourth technology. This is also most popular in industry. We use it as a polymer powder. Here we are using a polymer powder. Polymer powder is like a plastic thing, but not exactly a plastic. In 3D printing, mostly 90% we will use only the biodegradable powders and also very environment friendly powder. We will avoid 90% plastic in 3D printing industry because of to save the nature and also the environment. Now, first we will see what industry is very famous. We are having nearly 7 to 8 industry very popular by using 3D printing. First industry is biomedical industry. So here you are seeing this thing is a skull implant. It is very rare to manufacture and very complicated to manufacture. By using welding or some other traditional manufacturing, it is not possible. If you keep inside your head, it will start, you know, infection and septic. So we have to use a proper material. It need to be your body will accept that material. We call it as a biocapability material. That is called titanium. We are using titanium material here, world's strongest material also. In biomedical, second industry, 92% using for a dental, for your dentures, for your mouth guard, for your teeth, all kind of implants we can able to manufacture accurately. So this is a liquid based technology. We will put the ceramic, and then your teeth will print. Teeth and ceramic both are same material. It is having the 94 percentage same characteristic of a human teeth and then the ceramic. So we are using the ceramic material. Third industry in biomedical is a spine implants. So this implant is very critical because it is go and touch the patient spinal cord. Once if we damage the nerve system in spine, patient will be parametrically, how I will say, they can't able to below the waist, they can't able to shake their legs or nothing. It will permanently become numb. So 3D printing is the only technology can give you the complex and complicated biomedical implant. Fourth biomedical implant is your joint. Orthosis, you know that after getting old of 50 years old or 70 years old or athletics, cricket players, they are having soon their knee joint, hip joint will get damaged. So in 3D printing, we have a solution. We can able to print that exact patient model file and then we can print it for different patient having a different body structure and bone structure. But in 3D printing, you can able to 99.9 percentage exactly you can get the same design and you can able to print it. This is a benefit of 3D printing in biomedical implants. This is also 3D printing. This is a very future thing. For example, tissue bioprinting. There are lots of fire accident people are there. Acid victims are there. So once they got in that accident, permanently their tissue will get damaged. They can't able to recover. But by using 3D printing, we can take a DNA from the patient and blood sample from the patient. And in lab, we will cultivate the tissue for a cell cultivating for 21 days. And then we will print the machine with the exact tissue material. So this is also based on a liquid system 3D printer. So this technology already existed in United Kingdom. In university, they are having the machine, so they can able to research. In future, up to 10 to 12 years, we can print kidney, we can print the internal parts, we can print many things for a human body. Right now, research and development is going, but this is a future. And this is your processes for your when people are lost their hand, fingers, legs, they can able to use it by 3D printing. In normal manufacturing or normal processes having a more weight of it, patient can't able to lift the object properly because the process is itself heavy. But in 3D printing, you can able to print it in less weight with high strength. This is also for one of the beautiful creation. So this thing is for patients who are having the breast cancer. By using the 3D printing, we can able to give their new life. So they can able to feel again the same confidence level in the world and also they can able to feel much better, so they are also become to equal to everybody. This is one very beautiful creation as created. So this is like ongoing process for the breast implants whoever suffering from the cancer. So first industry we saw biomedical. Now second industry is a food medical. Yes, we can use the food science and we can able to use the food nutritions and everything. So in medical science, food is also very important for a nutrition. So without any proper nutrition, you can't able to get the proper protein for your body. So this is the very good technology for the food industry. Here you are seeing this is the machine. So it is printing the piece of biscuits, and this is the chocolate, and this is also chocolate. I will give you one example. In abroad, US, Canada, German, in wedding cake, in top of the cake, they are having a marriage bride and groom doll. Exactly the same doll. They can scan and print the model. By using this machine, they can able to create a statue of exactly your same image. Third industry is a architectural industry. Yes, in 3D printing, you can able to create the beautiful living space. Some of you in this group already read the news of a 3D printing living space in India. Bangalore, we have a 3D printed post office. In Chennai, we have a 3D printed home, which is given by the Indian Army and also the aerospace industry. So they both having the living space for their workers. So now they have created around 30 house for a sample and families started moving in there. Some of the example in different place and different countries had 3D printed. So this one printed by the German and this is printed by in Canada. And this two things are nearly printed. And this last image, it's printed with the traditional thing of the African theme and then the culture of it. So already these houses are existed. This is all not very simple images. This is all very original images. And also people are living inside the house. Some people are making it as a office. Some people are making it as a commercial place. So this is already existed. 100% original and 100% 3D printed. Now we come to another industry, 3D printing in aerospace. In aerospace, we all know the Tesla. We all know the Elon Musk. In SpaceX project, in 2014 itself, they have started using the 3D printing, rocket thrusters and boosters. And there is one another company which will be called as a Reality. So this Reality company created one rocket by using the 85 percentage of the weight and then the product inside the rocket. 85 percentage completely 3D printed and successfully it launched and reached the orbit station also. Some of the aerospace product, which is the critical product to manufacture in welding or else in some of the traditional manufacturing or some of them many traditional manufacturing we are having. That is all very complicated to manufacture, but in 3D printing, you can able to do the all complicated part for the aerospace. 3D printing mostly used in aerospace of rover and satellite because rover and satellite using a very less weight and then the more strength because due to the gravitational force we need to have the less weight and the impact and pressure and temperature. It need to be controlled very well. So by using the 3D printing, you can use different material and you can able to achieve the strength and then the very lightweight. It can survive out of the space also. And one more surprising thing, it is very surprised to hear NASA already planning to build a construction in Moon and Mars. Now we are not started the project, but in Earth, in US, in NASA laboratory. They created a machine and seeing the demo. In soon future, building the good house, place, everything in Moon and Mars is 100% possible. It will take around like next 15 or 20 years, but already we started working. So to build this house, we don't want much humans. We want few robots, 3D printing machine, one or two guidance of the humans. Not even we have to go to the space. By simply guiding them here in real time, we can able to print it. Already the project is started, testing, everything is going. Soon we will get the good news of it. 3D printing in space. Just imagine you are in space, and if your any of the parts is missing, is damaged, or any of the critical situation, you can't able to wait it in the space to get the part by another spaceship or something, because it is very expensive to send the parts to the space station. But if you have a 3D printing machine, you can able to print your own parts very easily. But the problem is the gravitational force. Due to the gravitational force, you can't able to easily print it. But in 3D printing, we also solve the issue, and now we are having the 3D printer. Another industry is 3D printing in defense manufacturing. Defense means our military. So in defense, by using the 3D printing, what are all the things we can able to print, and what are all the things we can able to keep it very safer to use. For example, small guns and also the small armors we can able to use. By using the 3D printing, you can able to create your uniform. Body armor, it's very less weight and more strength it will give you. And field equipment. Field equipment means very rough and tough equipment in sun, in winter, in cold days, and very rough environment. It need to be survive. And artillery means your tank. And vehicles, aircraft by the jet and everything. And vessels means your, striker ships. All these things can be used by in 3D printing. And X1 Military Pod is one company already made this innovation. So they are turning the trailer into the 3D printing lab. We all see we are having the small truck kind of a thing as a restaurant, and taking small containers, trailers, and using it as a cafe shop. But in army, in a border, they changed into the 3D printing laboratory, putting the 3D printing machine inside. If you are in border, if any parts is broken or any parts is missing, you don't have to wait for the war. You can print your own things, and you can able to survive in the war, and you can able to save others in war. Spain Air Force, they are also started using the 3D printing parts in their helicopters, and some of the rugged Hummer and Hulk kind of a vehicle, they are started using the 3D printing thing for a combat vehicle. It will be giving you the bulletproof kind of a thing. So they are using. And one more industry, 3D printing in fashion. Yes, we can able to 3D print a dress. We can able to 3D print a trousers, pants, jeans, and everything. Already this is existed. This is a real one. 3D printed coat and blazers also we are having. 3D printed gowns kind of a thing we are having. Can you see here the slipper that girl is wearing, right? This is a very famous slipper. In last 4 years before in online, like Crocs. And after that, this slipper is very famous by showing the human fingers kind of a thing. So this is mostly possible by the 3D printing. In fashion industry, most nowadays using by the handbag industry. They are creating the 3D printed handbags. You can create and foldable handbags and flexible handbags. You can change your daily design, change your daily shape also. Not only one shape, one design for the whole year. You can able to change it and reshape it. Another industry in fashion, it's called footwear. Adidas company and Nike already they have started using the 3D printed shoes. What is the benefit of 3D printing shoes? It will give you the very lightweight and also the very flexible. For example, some of the athletes are having injury in their toe. So the toe shape will be completely changed. By using the 3D printing, we can able to exactly print your toe shape in any shape. So this is very, very, very advanced for the athletes. That is why Adidas and Nike started using the 3D printing. Another industry. It is a very famous industry and very, very, very big investment industry. It's jewelry. These are the some of the products printed by SLA, liquid technology by 3D printing. We see in the beginning slide one orange color small machine, right? So that machine printed this part. So you will get a very beautiful, good detail. Good detail means it is like very, very good detail. Even it will give your hair detail also. And many, many, many minute detail in jewelry, it is possible to achieve it. And these are all the things done by our batch students in Tata IAS. And students are like very small people, like 16 to 18 years old students only. They created their own design and they printed it. This is all actual jewelries. See how beautiful they have done this all. Again, some of the example as one of my student has been created this movable jewelry and complicated design. This is all not easy to create the design and print it, but everything is possible, right? So they have done this thing. And now we are going to see making the impossible thing to possible in 3D printing. For example, if you are just imagine mixing the two material is easy, but your top is different material, bottom is different material. That is very, very, very difficult to manufacture. For example, if you are having the one rod, pen, just you are having the pen. Top side full of a pen with gold and bottom full of the pen with the silver. Can you able to manufacture it? The answer is very complicated and very expensive project. But in 3D printing, nowadays we can able to do it. Not only one material. You can use multiple material and you can able to print it. Now mostly we are using it in aerospace research. And this is a very latest technology. In 2024 only, it started growing and get popular. See, this is all one material in the top brown color. And here is your copper for the channeling and then for the cooling. How beautiful it is going. This is very rare to manufacture and created in traditional manufacturing. Third thing, making the impossible to possible with 3D printing. See how complicated this design is. 100% this is not possible by doing any of the traditional manufacturing. For example, if you wanted to do it by any of the traditional manufacturing with old technology, this is not possible at all. You can't able to do it. But how this image is created? Already this object is there. How? By using the 3D printing. See this complex design. This is all very critical to manufacture. And I will say in another technology, in another manufacturing method, this is impossible thing. You can able to use only the small shapes and size. But in 3D printing, 100% you can print your all your imagination, all your dreams, everything. This is one beautiful heat exchanger by the general engineering, and they have done with the heat exchanger by using the human lungs structure. Yes, this is our human lungs inside structure. All the veins, all the walls will go like that. So it will be having the more surface, so it will cool down your inside cooling channels very well. Another important and benefit in 3D printing, low volume and mass customization. For example, in traditional manufacturing, you can able to manufacture only one size, one time. You can't able to manufacture 100 size in one time. That is impossible. You have to first manufacture size number one and remove it, and you have to go and do with the manufacturing size number two and size number 80 and size number 90. But in 3D printing, you can able to directly manufacture any size, any shape, any customization. You don't have to, change anything. Directly, it will print. So this is very benefit for medical implants, jewelry, automotive components. Same, the mass customization, it is very useful for the dental industry because all the teeth are different teeth. So it need to be printed different sizes also. By in traditional manufacturing, you have to wait and change the things and print it, again wait and change and print. But here, not necessary. Directly you can print it. In jewelry, same customization. Any ring size, you can able to print it in one printing zone. Tool-free manufacturing. I know some of them are not aware of this, some are of the not aware of this. So what we are doing it here is tool-free manufacturing. In traditional manufacturing, you have to buy a tool and you have to change it and you have to wait it. Also, the tools investment is also little higher because these tools also easily get damage and get worn out and it will get scratched. So you have to spend your some of the money or some of the percentage of the money for manufacturing in tools. But in 3D printing, there is nothing. Put your material inside, directly your product will print it. But traditional manufacturing also very important in life. Without traditional manufacturing, 3D printing is also not possible. Both are combined together. But the benefit is without the tools, you can able to 3D print. But traditional manufacturing support is also important for 3D printing. This you are seeing is here. This is the traditional manufacturing for using the jigs and fixtures, die and molds, and everything you are saying. So to create one object for this water bottle, you have to create a shape and then you have to put the material and then you have to press it. So basically you want this mold. Then only you can able to create this water bottle. Without this mold, water bottle is not possible. But in 3D printing, You don't want this mold. Put your 3D design, 3D model, the water can shape inside the computer and send it to the machine and it will print. So without any die, fixtures or mold, you can able to do your job done. This is a hybrid manufacturing. Also I tell you na in last slide, we can't able to eliminate the traditional manufacturing because after 3D printing for the smooth surface and then the very beautiful finished surface, we want to use the traditional manufacturing for polishing or else for the final surface finish. So this is a hybrid machine, 3D printing and CNC machine. Both are in the same machine. In one word, very advanced technology and very safe and old technology. Both are combining in the same place. Advanced technology, new thing, and safe and old technology, the second one. Both are combining together. So this is how your part will print in 3D printing. And after see, your surface is like line, scratch, scratch, full of it. So we have to turn on the CNC machine in the same machine. So it will remove everything and you will get the smooth surface. Can you see it here? The A 3D printed without machining. So this is how your 3D printed part will look. And see here B 3D printed after machining. How smooth it is. So this is the advantage of using the advanced latest technology and also the safest traditional manufacturing. Both are like brothers. If it is like together, we will get more strength in the production family. So it is like one kind of a family. We need to balance it both. Sustainability and waste reduction. In 3D printing, 90% of the material you can able to save it. I told you for 500-gram product, you will waste only the nearly 50 gram of the material. And recycling. What is recycling? You can able to recycle your old material and then you can able to reuse it. Not directly, we have a process and after that we can able to 3D print it. Eco-friendly material. Yes, in 3D printing, we have like varieties of eco material and also the biodegradable and biocompatible and many more. I told you right. In 3D printing, the benefit is we are completely avoiding the plastics. Completely. So this is the benefit of eco-friendly material. Natural composites. In 3D printing, we have some of the material by using the wood dust and some of the sand grains and some of the paper kind of a material. We are using it as a base material and mixing it and creating a new material. So this is possible. Also 3D printing will save you the lots of energy consumption. Not 100 percentage, but at least you can able to save around like 40 percentage comparing to traditional manufacturing. See here, this is your recycling process. This is your waste water bottle and we have one separate machine. So that machine will cut and give you the material like this. And after that, you can able to 3D print your product. So recycling and after the processing, then 3D printing. This technology mostly possible in FFF and FDM. The basic 3D printer, it is very easily available and affordable. Everywhere we can able to see. This is your product. Collect the waste product and cut it. And after that recycle and then print and use it. Localized manufacturing reduce transportation needs. For example, if you do a 3D printing, you don't want to do most of the assembly. Assembly in the sense, in traditional manufacturing, if you want to print some of the parts, 4 or 5 parts, you need to attach it, you need to weld it, and you need to screw it. Then only it will a final product. But in 3D printing, you can able to attach all the different components and print it in one component. So you don't have to send your material to another state or another district or another area to process it. So you can able to save the fuel consumption. You can able to see the carbon thing for your environment. And fifth industry is reverse engineering and research and development. So here what we are doing, we can able to scan any part. For example, you don't have a time to sit and design, or you don't know how to create that object properly, or you can able to get the detail properly. We have a machine. That machine is called a 3D scanner. So that machine will scan and give you the 100 pieces of meshes. For example, basic 100 pieces of a meshes it will give you into a one small object. Then you can able to redesign and print it. So this is the comparison. This blue color wheel is your original wheel in a car. So this is a rainbow color wheel is a scan data. I am using a 3D scanner. This is my car wheel and I am scanning it. And after the scanning, I will get my 3D model in software. And after that, I will compare the 3D model and then the scan file. So this is a comparison of the original. After that, the software scanned by. The green color position, green everywhere. Can you see? This is the green means you are good to go and print. This is like 90 to 92 percentage happy product you can able to print. It is just like that. And this is our Tata AS campus, which is in Mumbai and which is in Ahmedabad. We are having the two locations. So this is like 4.17 acre in Mumbai and 20 acres of a very big space in Ahmedabad. And these are all the jewelry designing. We see the design right last time. So this is our students creating the design for the jewelry and then they are just working. In jewelry example, we see right. So that is the design. This is the person designed it and printed it. They are a team. Now we will come to the important and very good future subject, 3D printing companies and manufacturing. So after we are learning 3D printing, what we are going to do, of course, we want to go for the job and then we have to get more knowledge. So what are all the companies in international and what are all the companies in India? For example, in international, we have a 3D system, Markforged, and Rainishaw, DMG Mori, Ultimaker, EOS, and Foams Lab, Trom, Stairc, GE, Additive. So this is all your international companies. So we can able to search in LinkedIn, we can able to follow them in Instagram, and we can able to see what kind of a job opening is coming, what kind of a job update they are giving, and what are all the new technologies coming, achievement they are doing, because these people are very big players in entire world. And this is our Indian companies. Last but not least, very powerful companies in India, which is giving the tough competition to this all international companies. We have like ACE Micromatics, we have like SRT, and we have All 3D, we have Wipro 3D, we have Incredible, Imaginarium, and Design Tech. So these are all the very biggest companies in India and also very worthy company in India. Very worth, very, very worth. They are giving the job of a very good quality of a design. If you give any part to manufacture, the quality, it will be like very, very good and neat. So what are all the job opportunities in 3D printing? And in 3D printing, we have like many, 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 many job opportunities. I will tell you simply some small glance of it because uh, if we talk about it, even it will not enough for me for 1 or 2 days. So I will just tell you small main job roles. For example, design is one department. In that department, we are having nearly 7 to 8 job division. For example, CAD designer, design for additive manufacturing, DFM, and generative design, topology optimization, like this. So this job, all everything comes in the design thing. And AM process and techniques. That is one different technology, and that is also having nearly 4 to 5 job opening. Prototype engineering, 3D printing, machine operating, and additive manufacturing process engineers. And material. Material is one another section, and then we are having nearly 4 to 5 job things are there. For example, material handling inside the manufacturing, and material specialist who will check all the material, material development engineer who will create the new material, and AM quality and assurance. So quality and assurance engineer and NDT, which means they have the non-destructive testing. After creating the new product, they will break it and they will check the strength. That is the job for this. Yes, this job will be like very happy because you don't want to worry about the breaking the parts. You can able to check the strength, so you can able to break many parts. And software development and automotive roles. AM software, you can create a new software for the machine and some of the new updates. And sales, marketing, and customer support role. This is a very, very big job role. Many openings are there in many countries. For example, in Europe, Italy, and US, UK, this sales and marketing and support for a customer, this is a very big opening always. Not only in 3D printing, in all the manufacturing industry, this is a very good role. Mhm. Management and strategy. So that is one good position. Once you reach the 2 to 3 years of experience, you will get this position of a business development, operation management. So this kind of a thing. Education and trainer role. Trainer and instructor, curriculum development. It is like now I'm working in Tata as a trainer. So this job is like that. You can able to learn it more and you can able to teach and train the all young people in India, and you can able to make their life more powerful and peaceful. And research and innovation role. That is one different sector. So that is called the R&D. And here we are finishing the slide. Thank you so much for hearing and listening peacefully. Now you can able to ask your QA section. If you have any doubt, if you have any kind of idea, you can able to share your thought to us. Our team is here, so you can able to ask us.
Thank you so much, Rakesh. That was like a great presentation,
Yes,
and you like explained everything very patiently. Uh, so before we move to question and answer, we have Om Singh Ji here. He'll just brief the participants about the course and the admission process next batch. Then we can have the questions. If in the meantime किसी के कोई questions हो, सवाल हो तो वो chat box में डाल दीजिए. We'll answer that.
थैंक यू सिस्टर जी। गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। मैं उम्मीद कर रहा
sir.
हूँ राकेश सर ने जो आज का वेबिनार आपको बताया, ये जो फ्यूचर टेक्नोलॉजी आपको अच्छे से समझ में आया होगा। और आप या आपके रिलेटिव, आपके कोई भी फ्रेंड्स हैं जो इस सेक्टर में टाटा आईएस को ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं, उसको इस सेक्टर में अपना करियर बनाना है, उस सेक्टर में जॉब के लिए, ट्रेनिंग के लिए, तो हमारा वेबसाइट अभी हमारे टीम मेंबर ने शेयर किया है। हमारे यहाँ पे एडमिशन का एक प्रोसेस है। 3D प्रिंटिंग पर्टिकुलरली जो प्रोग्राम है, उसमें ग्रेजुएट जो बीएससी, बीबीए, बीसीए वाले स्टूडेंट आ सकते हैं। उसके अलावा पॉलिटेक्निक जो डिप्लोमा है, 2021 से लेकर 2024 में या फिर जो भी फाइनल ईयर में पास आउट होने वाले हैं, वो कैंडिडेट ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट बैच हमारा जून 2025 के अंदर स्टार्ट होगा। एडमिशन का एक प्रोसेस है, जिसके अंदर सबसे पहले आपको रजिस्ट्रेशन करना होगा हमारे वेबसाइट के ऊपर। रजिस्ट्रेशन करने के बाद में आपको हमारी ओर से एक एडमिशन टेस्ट मिलेगा। आपको एडमिशन टेस्ट देना है। एडमिशन टेस्ट में हमारा कुछ सेलेक्टेड हमारा जो मेरिट लिस्ट है, वो आपको क्वालिफाई करना है। अगर आप वो क्वालिफाई करते हैं और हमारी ओर से आप हमारा मेरिट लिस्ट में आते हैं, तो हम आपको एडमिशन ऑफर भेजेंगे। एडमिशन ऑफर मिलने के बाद में आप अपना सीट सिक्योर कर सकते हैं। लिमिटेड सीट हम एक बैच में रखते हैं। अहमदाबाद में हमारा जो सीट है वो 20 है, और मुंबई के अंदर 16 है। तो ये एडमिशन प्रोसेस है टाटा एस के अंदर 3D प्रिंटिंग का ट्रेनिंग लेने का। इसके अलावा भी हमारे पास बहुत सारे ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम हैं एडवांस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के, ईवी सेक्टर के। आप हमारा वेबसाइट विजिट कर सकते हैं, जहाँ पे आपको सारे ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के बारे में जानकारी मिलेगा। हमारे मोबिलाइजेशन टीम के कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर और नाम अभी चैट बॉक्स में आ जाएंगे, आप हमसे बात कर सकते हैं। और 3D, क्योंकि आज का वेबिनार हमारा पर्टिकुलरली 3D प्रिंटिंग के लिए है, और हमारे ट्रेनर राकेश सर हमारे साथ में हैं। आपके कोई भी सवाल है ट्रेनिंग से लेकर के या उस टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड, तो अभी आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं। और एडमिशन प्रोसेस के बारे में, टाटा एस के बारे में आपको कुछ जानना है, उसके बारे में आप लिख सकते हैं, या फिर आप हमसे बाद में बात कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।
किसी का कुछ सवाल या क्वेश्चन हो राकेश सर से, ओम सिंह सर से? अगर है तो आप अपना हैंड रेस भी कर सकते हो, तो हम आपको अनम्यूट कर देंगे, या फिर आप चैट बॉक्स में भी डाल सकते
Come on, guys. If you have any doubt, you can able to ask it. If you're not clear, you can able to ask anything. This is not like school in college. You need to be silent. You can ask, you can say something also. No worries. Right or wrong, no problem.
हो। भार्गव, दिव्या, गौरव, मोहम्मद, निशय। निशय, आपका आपने हैंड रेस किया था शुरू में, कुछ कहना चाह रहे थे? I think we have one message in the chat box. मैं ITI। ओके, गौरव, ITI के लिए हमारे पास दो कोर्सेज है। एक
Thank
ईवी
you, sir.
2-3 व्हीलर सर्विस स्पेशलिस्ट, और दूसरा है एडवांस आर्क वेल्डिंग। वो दोनों कोर्स का डिटेल्स हम आपको अभी चैट बॉक्स में हमारी वेबसाइट पे भी है। प्लस अगर आप अपना नंबर शेयर कर सकते हैं, तो हमारी टीम आपको कॉल करके पूरा एक्सप्लेन कर देगी कोर्स का डिटेल्स क्या क्या है। मतलब फिर से रिपीट करने के लिए, दो कोर्सेज हैं। एक ईवी 2-3 व्हीलर सर्विस टेक्नीशियन और एक एडवांस आर्क वेल्डिंग टेक्निक्स। Rakesh, we have a question from one of the participants. Uh, they're asking what will be the impact of AI in the future on the sector?
Yeah, in this sector, AI is coming in all the sector. For example, in future, there is no driving. It will be completely AI. And in future, there will be like no Photoshop editing. And in future, there will be many things will be changed. But in 3D printing, human interaction is mandatory because research. AI will do the work if you go and tell, do this and do that. Without any knowledge and research, AI can't do anything. For example, AI can 3D print it. AI can 3D print the 3D print part. Okay. How it will trim? Okay, by using the robotic hand. by using the robotic hand, completely it is not possible. Somehow we want a human interaction. In design, AI can design, but it will be not 100% full. Uh, I will say in 3D printing, AI will impact after it will take around 50 to 40 years it will take, for sure. Because 3D printing technology is very new in the sense in India, in this world, this is new because 2012 only it got started. But this technology in 1876 itself, it is there, but all over the world, 2012 only it started. So coming back to the AI to impact this field, it is not that much possible. So don't worry about that because I'm also thinking that AI will replace me, AI replace my job like that. But it is not completely possible in 3D printing.
Okay.
Any more
Thank you,
doubt?
Rakesh, for answering.
Yeah.
We have one more question from Gaurav, which is more related to the admission process. तो गौरव
Uh-huh.
हम आपको वेबिनार के बाद ही कॉल करते हैं और हम आपको पूरा इन्फॉर्मेशन दे देंगे 3D प्रिंटिंग कोर्स का भी और आईटीआई के कोर्सेज के लिए. और किसी का कुछ सवाल है? Otherwise we can close for the day.
Yeah.
I don't think Rakesh will.
Yeah. All right. All right, Gaurav, don't worry. And in 3D printing, if you like to do 3D design, 3D modeling in computer, you have a creativity, ideas, imagination. You are like very imagination person, artist person. It is suits to you. It's all up to you. All right then. And yeah, I think more or less we covered all the questions. Srishti.
Yeah. Yes. So thank you so much, Rakesh, for joining and taking
Thank
out
you
the
so
time.
much, Srishti. And all
And
the participants, thank you. Thank you so much for joining and listening this webinar and making me so proud. Thank you so much for all my students. And good luck for your future. Okay? Always be update and get your future back. Good luck to you all.